Alrighty then. We are live. Welcome, engineering fan. We are doing another live Kaggle event today. We can get started now. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be following up for what we finished off last week, which was our tabular playground, and also get a little bit into the Japanese yen data set. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Oh, oops, left that up. All right, let's get. First of all, let's get our camera going. See, here's the problem. I always start getting coding, but then I forget all the other little stuff. So just bear with me for a second. Okay. Got our music. Got me. Hey. Let's see. I think that can be our. We'll see. What do you guys think? You think the desktop is better? The Discord lounge is better? Or just the web background is better? I think that might be better. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I got. Let's see. All right, so that's pretty much everything. Yeah. All right. So carrying on from last time. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and share this on YouTube. Everyone, if you could share this, like and drop a comment, it would be much appreciated. Okay. Alright, let's kind of put me right there. What I do want to do. Alright, so let's go ahead and you can see that. All right, so see, look, I got like 3 notebooks open. You guys can't see it right now, but I got a bunch of notebooks open that I do not need opened, and I'm closing right now. Okay. And okay, so we got our notebook up. And okay, so basically we left off when we started our max death range. I'm gonna go ahead and start everything from everything up to this point. So it might get a little slow down, but understand I don't have a multi-million-dollar computer to run these heavy models. I just got my Mac for the moment. There's so many things I'm forgetting. Like it's crazy. Let me do my Google Drive permissions. It's crazy when you have all this stuff going on. It's like, oh, yeah, I forgot to turn on the camera. Oh, I forgot to. I should probably be better prepared, but you know how we do. All right. So we gotta mount our Google Drive, which we just did. Okay. I don't like the way Streamlabs shares my Twitter updates. It's like, it puts like the weird profile pic on there, and it's like instead of the, like, you can see it right there, instead of the actual splash screen that I put up there. Kaggle, Python. Discard that. Let's go ahead and discard that. Alright. It means that you can have all this stuff going and you're just like, oh, god damn. Alright. All right. So where do we stop at? Okay. So we got an error already. Input contains non-infinity. Oh, so that's actually what we're supposed to be. Okay. So if y'all remember last time, I don't even think I sent out any the invites I'm supposed to be sending out. It's interesting because I'll save people and they don't show back up when I go through the names until I go to messages. Why is she? Alright, where's the chat at? So we can open up a previous chat from last time. There it is. We're taking no time today anyway before we really get started. So I'm not really worried. I think alright, hold on. Alright. I'm putting it in the chat room. For anyone who's God, it's already open. But carrying on from last time, remember the goal of this project, I don't know why I'm giving a YouTube one for my whole thing, but the goal of this project is to find the null values and predict the number that the null values are going to be in our data set. All right. All right, so let's get this thing open. All right, let's get it popping. There's something I wanted to try is okay, so I gotta go to my LinkedIn because it's actually an article that I was looking at about imputing. It's one of those TDS towards data science articles. I can't remember if I have it saved on my Twitter or my LinkedIn. I think I shared it, so it should be on my LinkedIn. Oh, if any of y'all want to go to my LinkedIn, I mean, it's just my first name, last name, Timothy Snipes. Obviously, I'm the elevated engineer, but I'm also Timothy Snipes. Okay. All right. Does LinkedIn have a streaming function? I wonder. You probably had to have like a certain amount of followers to actually use it, but was it here? It was. I shared an article, and this is the reason I'm actually going through it, because I shared an article on my LinkedIn, and this article was about actually predicting missing values on when you have nons, aka nulls. Is it? Was it a post? No, that wasn't it. Was it? That's powerful. Yeah, here it is. So what you'll learn in data science is it's not, of course you have to get into the code and you have to get in all that good stuff, but you also need to are they not gonna let me read this, or okay, yeah. Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm able to read the whole thing, because believe it or not, you can actually, I mean, no, another very important thing, another very, very, very important thing is you can't necessarily use the same model for every data set or every problem. And in fact, before you even start to get into coding and all that good stuff, you need to start, going through a couple different scenarios. Mainly, you need to see, is machine learning really going to fix this problem that I'm presented with? Right? So, really quick, I'm gonna get back to that tutorial. I want us to go through the actual problem that we're actually going through. All right, so you gotta open up the actual Kaggle directions and stuff, but okay, reading it through again, because I gotta be honest, I'm the type that I need to read through these things a few times, because it's a little weird sometimes. I could just say from my experience that we are actually I forget a lot of stuff. Sorry for that echo. I forget a lot of stuff with my assignments or my notebooks, whatever it may be. So I tend to read it a few more times. But anyways, the May edition of the 2022 Tabular Playground Series binary classification problem that includes a number of different feature interactions. This competition is an opportunity to explore various methods for identifying exploiting these feature interactions. Yeah. All right. Oh no, this is the May one. This shouldn't even be the. I need the June. Yeah. I was supposed to say. Yeah. June edition of the 2022 Tabular Playground series is all about data imputation. The data set has similarities to the May 2022 Tabular Playground, except that there are now no targets, as I mentioned last week. Rather, there are missing data values in the data set, and your task is to predict what these values should be. Okay. Okay, and I also did. I wanted to get that notebook to get some stuff because remember last time I didn't even get to go through the PCA because the PCA algorithm we use for May 2022 is not going to work for June 2022. So, okay. Now I'm gonna be kind of going back and forth, but I'm gonna get. Just did this mean computation thing. You can all can see it, but I'm also want to talk a little bit about this article. So this is on Towards Data Science. You all know that I always reference Towards Data Science. Matter of fact, I need to get a membership, but that's neither here nor there. But this is an in-depth tutorial to advance missing data imputation methods by sklearn. The author is Bex T. So yeah, we're gonna be going through this one. Okay, so I am definitely not gonna read this whole thing, but I am going to be doing a lot of copy and pasting, so y'all can kind of get an idea of what the situation is. And yeah, so first of all, okay, so what I'm going to be doing essentially is I'm going to be reading his thing, his document, and I'm going to be applying it to our problem. But before I get started on that, they have some sample code that they have that I actually kind of need to put into my notebook to get myself started a little bit. Now, some of this stuff I've already put in. So let's go ahead and start. I got my import statements. Got my functions. So my functions, I got my EDA functions, Panda, SweetViz, AutoViz. I got my actual, I don't need these two paths. Should always be going through your code multiple times. Well, you're gonna be doing it anyway, so. All right, we got our data set up. We really didn't get that far. We only really just got our created our training data frame, displayed the first 10, and got the info. Right, these are just results. We describing it. Describe.t. The T actually I knew it was transposed, but I don't know why I didn't think of it last time. All right, so now we're just creating our categoricals. I don't think we need this. Pretty sure we don't, but it's good to find see if there's any duplicated values, and there is not. The PCA, we're actually not going to be doing the number, this PCA right here yet. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna be doing this PCA stuff. Okay, so let's kind of comment out all these. It's not saying that I won't be using it later, but right now, because that's for a different problem, we're not necessarily going to be needing it. And I might not even use PCA. The reason we use PCA is create components out of the clusters that we create of our data samples. All right, the only thing that should be doing it is this. Yeah, so you just train it. So we dropped the categorical fields for our every column in the training DF. The training. So this is training DF. This is a PCA data frame. We're gonna look in columns. The column's name is the string of the column, and then the type of it. You're going to be appending this by default. I think that depends the D type by default. If the column is an object, column is equivalent to the object, it's gonna drop that, whichever one we're looking for, and it's gonna drop it. PCA is gonna drop based on a column name. It's gonna go by the row access, which is 1, and leave everything in place and scale it. And then it's going to train it on the scaled data frame, and it's going to transform it using the PCA, and it's going to use the columns from the training DF dot columns, right? So that's not necessarily what we're even going to do, but it's good to know. Alrighty then. So now first we're going to get some of the sample code that they have. One is data. This might be some stuff that we are missing. Do I have these import statements? I do have those import statements. All right. Got my path set up, data, submit. What is actually submission? All right, so let's go. We start importing our standards because I want it to be pretty similar to them. So data, it's input path. Let's just use that. Do we use input path? Oops. I just want to make it kind of just as similar, because the reason I'm trying to make it similar is because a lot of times you want to keep things very universal. Like you don't necessarily want to be changing names, because a lot of times when you're changing names, you may just think it's like, oh, it sounds better, but you're changing the entirety of your program, because your program might be relying on that variable name to do a lot, and that's a lot of times you can you're basically adding a lot more extra work onto your self. So a lot of times you don't necessarily want to change all the names. So you see right here where y'all see where it says path, I'm just gonna change that to input path, because that's what they gave us in the original then data should be, you can put all these in the same thing, really. Okay, that's for the zip. We don't need these. We're definitely not gonna need these either, but before I delete that, let me go ahead and just add these. I don't want to put these in the same fields over and over again, because it's gonna keep the zipping over. Every time I press play, it's gonna keep on zipping, and it makes an unnecessary computation. So just start a whole new cell. So we're gonna have data be the pandas. We're gonna read that CSV. They should be input path. Data CSV, data.csv or data CSV. Let's see. It might give me an error for the name Input path is not verified, so I gotta run it again. Let's make sure we get input path verified again. All right, you got it. Still gonna give me an error though, right? Unsupported operand types for backslash string. Oh, okay, so it should be maybe. Data.csv should be right in there, right? There it is. Let's see if that makes a difference. I put the whole path name. Well, gotta support operand type. Unsupported operand type, string and string, str and str. What the hell? Which one is it then? Because I know data. Okay, so it should be. Alright, because I'm trying to kind of do it their way, but it's not being very cooperative. Am I getting a message or something? What the hell was that noise? Uh-oh. Let me open WhatsApp. Where's WhatsApp? So I'm trying to figure out how you get this. I don't think it's WhatsApp. Forget about it. So anyways, okay. So it's saying unsupported operand type. Is it the index columns that's maybe not giving us the operand type, maybe? Alright, let me really quick, because I want to see what data.csv is. Matter of fact, probably do it like this. I'm just gonna put it in a data frame, named train df, train underscore df, because I'm trying to see what it actually looks like. I mean, I already got an idea right here, but it's gonna show me, you know, whatever the top 10 values or top 10 values for each column. What I'm trying to figure out is why is it giving me a hard time to. Alright, how about this? We just gonna name this data, because it's really doing the same thing that I was doing with this just input path right here, but input path. All right, let's go back to this really quick. Input path. Okay. What we're trying to do. See, we just getting started. We ain't even got nothing. Okay, so let's input path. Oh, that's why. So we wasn't even using this path. We using this old path variable right here, so it never actually unzipped it. At least it didn't do it correctly. Let's see if that makes a difference. By the way, drop a like, share, and subscribe, man. Appreciate it to the max. Like, share, baby. All right. Let's try running it again. Still the same thing, huh? Read zip file. CSV. I don't think it'll make a difference if it's you know what I'm saying? Submission and data. You know, it's essentially just putting that in there anyway and using using index columns. Let's see if I can do that with actually train DF. That might explain something. Let's see. See if that makes a difference. I think it has something to do with just reusing that input path. You could probably just, you probably don't even need it. Yeah, I think that was it. So I'll just do submission. And this is why I love getting into the coding assets, because you really are kind of making just stuff that will take so much longer without coding. And Python's so easy to learn. Like more people really should be learning Python, because I mean, of all the languages that the ease of access for coding is pretty low compared to all the other languages, Python's the one you want to do. That doesn't mean you can't use C++ or C# or JavaScript or whatever to do like data science type stuff. It just means that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. and you're trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. So you might as well just, Let's go ahead and copy this location. Don't really need that, do you? Well, hold on, because we gotta be saving another one called damn, I should have did data, then submission. It's gonna take forever. Let's see if it gets past submission. If it gets past submission, then we're good. It's not getting past submission. Argument for type method is not iterable. Well, we want to have a submission one, but what are they using for submission? They're using the same input path. Okay. We might just use data. I don't know why we really need submission. Oh, submission might be where you actually like put your results in. Yeah. But that input path isn't working, bro. Like it's not working. take this out of here so we can test it separately, because I'm not going to keep running that over and over again. Alright, let's see if it'll work now. If it gets past submission, then we're golden. And it's looking like it's got to do it, because it hasn't get it ain't up. No, it's not. Damn you. Index, row, dash column, invalid. Oh, there is no row. Row, column. There is no. Okay, but I'm trying to make the submission file, but this does not work. Oh, maybe it's because I'm actually. You know what? I know where I'm messing up at. I am trying to make the input path. That's why. Okay, because I'm making it a specific file instead of looking inside the folder. So let's go ahead and delete that. And let's reset our path. Our path variable, I should say. Path. What do you mean? Yeah, I know. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put input path data. And that's gonna be the data that no. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Okay. No. Okay, so we don't want that to change. Let's change this to path. And since we're keeping that, we're gonna change this to input path.data. That's gonna point us directly to that file. And then we'll actually have a input path that'll just be for the actual path. So that way we can use that to set up the pipeline where we're gonna be saving this submission file. I'm showing you guys data engineering. Not just data science. I don't even think I got this whole damn thing. That's okay. That's okay. Another payload. Kill me again. Alright, so now we actually have our input path, which is actually the path. Then we have the input path data, which is the actual data .csv.zip that needs to be unzipped. And I'll be able to use them both. What you mean? No, that's why. Don't forget to change this. We need it to be data. So that way it gets unzipped. It unzips it. It creates it. And then it's rocking and rolling. Did it work? It worked. Okay. All right, so now we can do data equals we're gonna read the CSV of input path, the data.csv that should be in there, and yeah, we're gonna create sample and data. So data, which will be our data, and submission, which will be our submission file. Okay, we're still not getting anything that we want. Data equals pd.read csv input path. Now, in here, are they just putting that Input path is just a data. Input path is just a data. Okay, input path, data. CSV. CSV, is that just the one that he's just gonna read it? Okay, so he's just reading that. And there is, after he's unzipped it, all. Yep. It should be content. That works. What? I don't understand. Like, so we got the path. Is this supposed to be a comma? Maybe? It's 100% does not work. Okay. Error is a directory. Drive, blah blah blah. So you want the file then? Okay, so what is this then? No, that's the perfect path. That should work. Quick. Can't get past the data. Let's see if we can get past the submission. Nope. Same thing. Unsupported operand type S. For. Do y'all realize that y'all shit don't work? Do you realize that? Input. Tabular, playground. Data CSV should be in there. What do they have for path? Okay, well, really quick. I know you can. Submission.input path. Zip our file. Okay, because we are actually zipping our file. At what point do we name it data.csv? When we read it, right? Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm kind of, I'm tired of messing with you. Index, row column. Now, why couldn't we do this in mesh one before? Is it directory and content? Okay, so let's take this off. I don't know if we need that, but no no such file or directory. Okay, so for a sample submission, how are they actually proposing that we do that? Is there data? Mean benchmark CSV. How about we do this? Because this is like, I don't understand why we can't do this. Any comments on this? Let's see. You know, you gotta check the comments because somebody may have answered this question already. No. Okay. No one's answered the question. What the hell is this? Okay. Because this is just weird. Like, why would it? You know what? Let's copy and paste this whole thing, and I guarantee it's still not gonna work. And that is disappointing. I'm just gonna try it out. Now I know this isn't gonna work because the path is all messed up, but I want to know if series ways to impute missing values in data. One of the easiest is to simply replace the missing values of a feature with the mean of the feature values. Scikit-learn has a method for this. Simple imputer. Listen, okay, I'm just gonna skip doing a submission for right now until I debug that a little bit later, and yeah. I'm gonna use this. We'll keep data as is. And yeah. Okay. And really quick, we just want to, let's try this simple imputer. So imp hide that. And we're gonna be using the mean to replace each one, right? So that's what we're doing right now. Simple imputer, the missing values equals, we're gonna be calling numpy.nan is a built-in function. And the strategy is we're gonna be using the mean to replace the missing values. Let's see how good that's gonna work. Then data, we're gonna just, when it just has the two columns right there, which means we're skipping the first one. So it's just gonna be skip the rows, go and just focus on the columns. Keep those in the same field. Let's put a little, make sure we kind of understand. There are two ways to impute missing values. One of the easiest ways is to simply replace the missing range of values, and we're gonna fit and transform. Fit and transform range of values in data for imputation. All right, we're gonna see how that's gonna take because there's obviously a number of different values. While it's still moving. Okay, it just came through. Yep. Okay. And then, so this is what we're gonna need, that sample submission, because we're gonna need that row column. Is that I wonder if that's just an extra column that they actually created. All right, so submission we're gonna need. See, that submission needs to work, and it's weird that it's not. Unsupported operand type for str. I'm going to Stack Overflow right now just to see. Stack Overflow is, you know, either hit or miss. So type error, unsupported operand type for str. Name equals input name here. This guy's describing an error he has whenever I run this program. And this is the error. He's getting the same error as me. So the error I'm getting actually is this unsupported operand type S for slash str and str. I don't really know what that means. What can I do to divide this? I think it needs to be converted, I guess. So by turning them to integers instead, in Python 3, the input function returns a string. Always. This a change from Python 2. The raw input function was renamed to input. So they're saying I gotta convert these. Cause that's weird, man. I think submission, sample submission, and this is, I think they're just creating a CSV called samples, and I think that they are, so it's gonna read the CSV. I want you to read the CSV, but the one I want you to read, let's see, I gotta use data maybe. Data being, okay, so if I use data, no. Let's try with data. I don't think that's gonna be it. And then instead of doing it that way, I'll just do that DSV. So maybe we can use as data. Use that, and then we'll create a CSV from that. I don't think that's gonna work. Nope. Alright. So how about this? Data equals content. So how about this? Data CSV. Create. So I want to create a submission called, okay, I'm gonna do it just like I did on this one because it looks like the only way to do it. So this one is pd.rd I just want to create a CSV. As a matter of fact, you know what? Really quick, that's what I'm gonna do. Create CSV pandas. I know it's 2 CSV, but I just want to see really quick. CSV 2 data frame. Okay, I want to do. Okay, let's create a little data frame and then put that data frame in a CSV. Basically, is essentially what we're going to be doing. So we created our data frame right here. And then submission is going to equal to data frame. So df submission equals data dot to CSV, and then we want to have an index equal to roll call. Data.to.csv, and let's roll call. Alright, so right now I'm just working to see if I can create this submission CSV so that we can store our results in this. And I will have this little row column as our index. Right, taking a little time. Oh, you know what? I didn't even put the name of the file I want it to be called. Damn it. Yeah, see, I'm gonna have to stop that. All right, yeah, okay. I didn't actually put the name of it. And then I should have the name. Yeah. Let's see if data to CSV, if I could just make a submission. I'm kind of just jimmying this a little bit, but you know how we do. Oh, we about at an hour. Well, we're definitely going over an hour today. I can promise you that. Okay, now we're trying to see if submission is, we're gonna create a little submission.csv. It created it. Unfortunately, I want to name it submission.csv, so we're gonna have to run it again. Really quick though, we can save ourselves some time instead of doing everything all over again. We're just gonna, I don't want to call it just submission. I want it to actually be submission.csv. .csv. Sometimes it doesn't take because it doesn't really know to replace the CSV. Should be a submission, sample submission, whatever. All right. I should create a little. Yep, there it is. It created a little CSV. You can see a little CSV was created right here. Block that one out so we can keep this one instead. All right, we're just waiting for it to create a little submission. Or submission.csv, I should say, and it's creating a row column as the index. All right, we got it. All right, so we got our little submission.csv right here. And finally, we're gonna, before I even do submission, so we had to create a little for loop. Okay, now a little for loop. Let's see, we can get rid of this. A little for loop, we're gonna be testing our submission, and we're gonna be going based off the index. We're gonna split it based off the dash character in the first column, which is a 0. A column index is gonna split it again based on the dash character, and that's gonna be for the first one. That might be the target one that we actually don't have. So the second column. Then we're gonna submit by the submission dot location is gonna be the index. It's gonna go by the value, whichever it is. And it's going to, and that's going to set it equal to the data to the row and columns data location in our data set called data, which is this. Okay, so let's go ahead and run that. It's going to use that TQDM, of course. None type object has attribute index. What are we missing? Submission.index, right? Submission.index. Non-type object has no attribute index? What the fuck? First of all, really quick, let's see what submission looks like. Let's just see. None? Do we do that right? Data to CSV? Do we ever run it? Pretty sure we ran it. I guess we're gonna be running it again. Oh, we just did data to CSV. Maybe D. I mean, just pretty much should get this situation popping. So it says print none. Maybe index we should just put. What do they have it as here? Alright. Okay, let's see what's in data. Right? That's how it's all of our values. Let's just see here. All right, people, give me a second because I need to take a very quick commercial break. I will be back in like 1 minute. It gives us all, so let's take a 5-minute break really quick. All right. All right, I'm back. Let's get back to it. All right. So right now you can actually see okay. Let it not be said that Monster didn't get us through. Completely terrible for you. Oh. Okay. So okay, so those are the first values, first five rows in data. Now there should be a CSV right here that's created. All right, so it should be data to CSV. Okay, let's try it again. This might take a quick second, but definitely, as you can see, you know, I haven't even gotten into modeling the data at all. I haven't done any like normalization or anything, but what you can see is you can see the bunch of the NaN type values right here, which this data set is full of them. Normally you would actually just get rid of the null values, but actually the whole point of the null values is the assignment. So a submission itself not a data frame. Untype. So submission. Oh, data to CSV. Should that just be? Okay, it's a data frame, right? DF. Cause y'all forcing my hand. Okay, our DF is data. Or did I miss something? PD data frame. You know, when I start using SQL again, this stuff would be so much easier with SQL. It really would, but using Hadoop or something like that and just, you know, directly manipulating the database, it would be so much easier. Okay, but we work with what we got. Data to CSV. Now, is that going to create a CSV called data? And overwrite the index that we originally created? Guess we're about to see. Write a CSV file to a new folder or nested folder. You will first need to create it, either path lib or OS. So right now I'm trying to essentially push this use data, which is our data frame, right? And these are our values, and I'm using the built-in function to CSV because I'm trying to convert it. It's already in a data frame, but I'm just trying to convert it Did it just get disconnected? Ugh, come on. Okay. Right? So there's the other one. I'm guessing. Right? Now submission should just be data.toCSV with the index being row call. Now we're setting submission. Okay. Sample data. Now what I'm trying to do is not that one. Should be in 6.5. Oh no, that's right. That's right. Path is correct. The data is correct. That is unzipped. Once it is unzipped, the files from here, extract to all. There's something I'm missing. Hold on. I need to pull this from another notebook. Probably one of the recent ones I just created. Where is that May? Let's look at May. May. Seriously? Where's the TPS? May. Okay, so we want to play stupid. Okay, so right now I'm trying to find a notebook that I was using. From, let's say May. Notebooks. No. Nope. That's the other one. Did I put that in the work or the other one? So now I gotta actually find a notebook that I used for the last one, of course. I don't think it's gonna be as good. So pardon my, yep. Yeah, okay, here it is. So I'm opening up the one from last month because there's some stuff in there that I need to grab because I think I accidentally got rid of them. So let me go ahead. All right. No, so we gotta. There's a point there I had to basically unzip everything. And you will be doing this a lot as a data scientist. You will be going back and forth over your work, your old work that you completed, so that you yourself can figure out where to go next. This better be the one. Oh, this isn't the one that's saved. Okay. That's disappointing. As you can tell, this one is not the one that I was looking for. I'm actually looking for... Okay. Forget that. Okay, so right now, we want to focus on submission. Look, I'm already using up all this RAM. Is nasty. We're definitely gonna have a part 2 tomorrow. Because I definitely did not get enough accomplished today. But we are going to first we need to, okay, so let's just, because we're having a brain fart right now. This is common in data science or in engineering and coding period, but because right now this submission section, I'm trying to create this submission, I believe it's a submission data frame for submitting, and I'm using the code that they've given me, and unfortunately it does not, it's not working how it's supposed to be, right? So right now I'm trying to figure out why it's giving me such a hard time when it comes to getting this submission file locked in. When I try to do it, like, look, right, even when okay, it's a string now, but it should be a, you know what, let me see what prints up with submission. Seriously? See, they're saying it's a string. I want it to be a data frame, right? It should be a data frame. Okay, so here's what we're about to do. We're going to turn this to CSV. This is a weird, like the way they do it. They set up a pipeline. Data equals. They set up a pipeline using a path. Something is wrong here. Okay. Here's what I'm about to do. So many things you have to explore before you can really narrow down what the problem is, because something is definitely wrong. Maybe I should be using data.csv as the path. Okay. Oh, I read all my. Oh, they killing me on. They killing me on. You know I'm cheap. You know I gotta get that ready. Get that TDS. You know I gotta get that TDS membership, but let's wait on that a little bit. Okay, so TQDM. Maybe I could use data.csv as the path for. All right, let's do this. I want to do it as CSV, but no, I need to be named submission.csv, but I need the path. See, I don't like the way they set this path up, but okay. Data frame, df2 CSV. You're basically converting that. That's what I want. df2 CSV. I think that's it though, right? And then just name it. Make sure it's named. Let's close it. Make sure it's named submission index. I want the index to be roll call. See, this is the one I do not need. Probably won't be able to see it here, but no. Okay, so that's just a string. Data to CSV. Never seen it actually set up like this, so that's the problem. This should be the path, and it should be setting it, and then it might crash this time because I'm already using this much RAM. So we about to see. If it crashes, it crashes. So I mean, it's, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, seems like it's gonna be easy to start, but then you start getting into it, like, wait a second, that doesn't work right. Oh, you mean this was made 2 years ago and Python updated this library or blah blah blah? So you really don't necessarily know what's gonna work and what's not gonna work. Like you see, I enter it exactly how they told me to do it, and you know, it does not work. Okay, and what is submission? It shouldn't have a head because it shouldn't even be a data frame. Oh, it's gonna, yeah, because it's a CSV. That's why it's not. But I could put data in there and data will show up. But the index or row column. And then run this again. See, submission.index doesn't exist. But we can see what it looks like. Oh, so we gotta fit and transform, and that's always fun. Look how much RAM it uses. It's crazy. This is Colab for you. Okay. By the way, I gotta review. I think I'm gonna be reviewing that Miss Marvel next. I haven't watched the first episode yet, but I'm definitely well, I don't know. I've heard a little bit different things about it, so I'm definitely interested in it though. Why is submission index like so monstrous? Like it's just one data set. Just one. Just one. Yep. See, I used too much RAM on so it's restarting. See how it says connecting right there? I think it's let's try to connect it to a hosted runtime. If that doesn't happen, we'll have to restart it. Kind of feel like I didn't get too much done today, but you know. We kind of got to work with what we got. Yep. So I'm gonna have to restart this whole thing. Yep. Because it's frozen. It's hanging. I gotta restart the whole thing. All right. Since I gotta restart the whole thing, okay. For future reference, do not leave your code unworkable. But because it's only me and the engineering fam, it doesn't, it's not that big of a thing. Also, tomorrow we're going to be going, once I get this working, I'll get this working, don't rest assured. But we're also we didn't get to it today, but we're also going to talk a little bit more about the Tokyo Exchange competition. This one is going to be due at the end of this month, and the Tokyo Exchange one is going to be due at the end of, I think it's in the middle or end of July. I got to get more into it, but yeah, as you can see, this one is it's pretty much finished. Yeah. We couldn't get any of our other guests or co-hosts in today. They all have busy schedules, so it's no shade, but definitely next time I hope we can get some more people in here. It's a lot more interesting, I think, when there's a whole conversation going on. Oh, just stop it. You're not gonna work. Just stop it. All right, so tomorrow we're gonna be working on just getting the first imputer working and getting everything, all the data sets all set up, because as today we kind of struggled. It took us about an hour and a half, and code didn't work, so we go figure that all out. Do 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 do. Okay. So, all right, engineering fam. Okay, so that's it for this today's session. For our Kaggle competition, live, baby, live. We're starting to do this every Sunday, and we'll see if we can do it every Monday evening too. We'll be doing at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We appreciate if you join us in the YouTube and for our Discord members too, because we are streaming at the same time from both of them. That's gonna just be more people that really start getting into this data science stuff and coding in general and all that good algorithms, machine learning, AI type stuff, cybersecurity, and a wealth of different engineering topics we're going to be going over. Right now I'm kind of doing the fun stuff, which is the coding. So with that being said, that's going to be it for this session of our Kaggle competition. All right, thanks again, engineering fam. As usual, go make something cool. Study this, learn a little bit from it. We all struggle. Peace.